Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, everybody. Well, this is going to be a little bit longer video, but we're discussing the fact that Harry and Meghan have finally come out with another Netflix idea other than the Invictus Games, which Harry should be ashamed of for making money off of. Yes, they finally come up with another idea. Or did they? And is it another vanity project? Well, let's look at that. Let's go. Now, we have discussed in the past, or in the last video actually, how these two were taking ideas from the public to try to come up with things for Netflix because they've had that deal for like a year and a half and they've come up with absolutely Zippo. Blind Item has also come out in the past with information, which is usually spot on, that the reason that they haven't been able to release anything is every idea that Meghan comes up with is a vanity project. Somehow it's about her and Netflix has shot it down. Well, here's a vanity project they didn't shoot down.
It has been announced that Archwell Productions has developed an animated series that follows a young girl's adventures, and the executive producer is Meghan. And notice she threw her title in there, Duchess of Sussex. So it gets, the more you read, the more interesting it gets. It's a family series that centers on the adventures of a 12-year-old girl who is inspired by a variety of influential women from history. One of the executive producers, in case you didn't know this, was David Furnish, Elton John's husband. Knowing that he's helping her, that's probably what helped push this through, because to me, it's another vanity project. Okay, moving on. Now, almost immediately, you get into the word salad. Like many girls, our heroine is on the journey of self-discovery as she tries to overcome life's daily challenges. How much do you guys want to bet she's going to throw in racism and sexism and all of that in there? She writes, she's thrilled that their production company and these incredible producers will bring together this new animated series. And David Furnish and I have been eager to bring this special series to light. So it sounds to me like she's not really doing anything. Honestly, I truly believe that the idea for this came off of her website from one of her followers. And she's got David Furnish and these other people doing all the work. And she's just claiming that she's the executive producer. I truly believe, as this article pointed out, that this is based on her, because this is all about her. Everything has to be about her. And the heroine's name, Pearl, is the original meaning of her own name. So, yes, this is another vanity project. How much you want to bet the little girl is African American? How much you want to bet she's growing up in California? So, how many of you want to bet that one of the inspirational women that she's going to talk about will be Diana? Yeah, I'd be laying money on that one. Of course, since she's named herself the executive producer, there's a lot of controversy because so far the two of them have done nothing to do with their multi-million-dollar contract, and she has absolutely no experience doing any of this. And I agree, she has no experience. That's why she needs David Furnish. We already know that these two are under a tremendous amount of pressure because they signed this contract and they have produced Diddly Squat. Now, one of the problems is that they're supposed to be producing good PR, and that's not happening. And as a matter of fact, their value is dropping because of the amount of, they're like so oversaturated, people are sick of them. The point is, this show needs to be a hit, like a smash hit. And if it's not, they could be in serious trouble. I, for one, will not be watching. Now, we all know that Meghan is unable to come up with things on her own and that she has a history of plagiarism. But this took the cake. Look at this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the book is called Parker Looks Up. And for those of you who haven't heard of it, let me just tell you a little bit about this book. And it was on the New York Times bestseller list, and it's basically a little girl, little African-American girl, who's going through a museum, and she becomes mesmerized by a picture, and the picture is Michelle Obama. And the foreword of the book says she didn't just see the First Lady of the United States, she saw a queen, one with dynamic self-assurance, regality, beauty, and truth, and she captured the little girl's imagination. Sound familiar? It goes on to say that the little girl saw the possibility and promise and hopes and dreams of herself in this fabulous portrait of Michelle Obama. And it ends by saying an everyday moment can become an extraordinary one because, as Jessica Curry says, anything is possible regardless of race, class, or gender. My friends, if that is not plagiarism, I don't know what is. I mean, my goodness. And I'm pretty sure one of the first people they'll have this little girl Pearl meeting will be Michelle Obama, as well as Diana. All right. So what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, is she can come up with projects. She's asking her husband's friends to help her. But Netflix deal, as it turns out, it looks like what they're doing is they're giving them like 1.5 to 3 million a year as a retainer, and they have to produce. And not just produce, they have to be really serious hits. So if nobody's watching and the show's a flop, Netflix isn't going to keep them. It's that simple. So if you don't like them, which I don't, I think they're a hypocritical pair, and you think their shows are crap, just don't watch. And now it's Fin Update time. I could use a little help. Watch this. Hello? He's constantly eating. This is how we know he was I call it a junkyard dog, a backyard dog before we got him. I have never seen a dog eat so much crap off the ground. Dirt, twigs, leaves. I wonder if at the beginning of his life, this is how he survived. And so as a result, this is what he's used to eating. So even though we're feeding him really great dog food and he's got treats, he's constantly picking up stuff outside to eat. Any thoughts on breaking that habit would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Finn! Hey, Finn! Hi! So, what do you guys think about them finally coming out with another Netflix project, which is going to be based on Megan, named after Megan? She's the executive producer. She's the creator. My goodness, what do you guys think of this, and do you plan on watching? Don't forget to leave your comments below. You know I love to read them. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future uploads when I have them. Don't forget about my coffee fund. And as always, you guys, have a great day.